a lot of grass everywhere. But due to the fact that here in Western Norway the summer season are quite rainy, so the weather here is perfect for producing hay, and most importantly to let your old cow or sheep or to graze around your land. And then from there you're gonna get your milk, your butter, of course, and then from there we are going to also produce your own cheese, and also a Norwegian cheese called brown cheese, right? Which is really, I think, is a delicacy. It's quite tasty, really. I really recommend everybody to try it. It's a real Norwegian cheese. It's so tasty, so good that it's not exported to Europe typically, right? Yeah, so more or less, the farms here are, that is the situation of the farm area or the farm, And before I mentioned that in Norway we have only the 2% of the farming land or the farms under cultivation. That 2%, 3% is all concentrated around this area that we call Westland, alright, of the western part of Norway. We do have small, area, cultivated area, maybe in the far north or in the south, but most of the area used for farming are concentrated in this part of Norway. Yeah, wild animals, we have mostly deer. The deer here, I think, is the most common wild animal that you can spot in this area. Even though I never spot a deer, during my tours, because the deer normally they are shy, so they are not. They don't like to show up, and even to get closer or to cross highways. It might happen, but it's very rare. We don't have predators, by the way. We don't have bears. We don't have wolves anymore. The real. There is no anymore a bear or wolf population, because 150 years ago the Norwegian government worked hard to reduce the local predator community, or in order to protect the local farmers and their animals. And that is the reason why today you are going to see mostly sheep, but you are not going to see a shepherds, because the shepherds today is not anymore, let's say, it's not anymore like a popular job, because since the predator almost disappeared, so there is nothing to protect. I mean, you don't have to protect your own animals. So today the sheep and the cow, they are just free, like to walk around, to graze here and there. It might happen that sometimes they are hit by a car or they break a leg, when they have to, when maybe they are seeking for food, maybe very steep points of mountains, these mountains here. But more or less, today it's quite common to see like those kind of animal grazing around a highway like this one. peak of those mountains here, which of course the average altitudes today is more or less 1,000 meters, 900 meters, right? That is because, of course, we are at the end of the summer. I think most of the fresh snow that was, covering, the peak of those mountains melted, so there is no any more water coming down. All right, gentlemen, so we're going to stop here. Very good.